Next, we're going to be looking at the potential for capital growth. And potential is very important. It's impossible to predict what capital growth you're going to get in any given area. That's crystal ball type stuff. What sort of price is going to be looking like in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5, 10, 20 years even. Now you can use data and you can look at valuations and you can look at historic kind of trends, if it were, to try and predict or anticipate or estimate what sort of growth patterns you might see in a given area. But that's all you're going to be able to achieve with it. It'll be an estimate and it'll be a prediction of what that future is going to look like. So although you can't dial in exactly what those values are going to be, what you can do is look at the key fundamentals kind of around that. So trying to anticipate for potential capital growth in an area. So for us personally, what we tend to look for is trends like population growth and also local investment into that area. Now there's many reports that you can get out there. Very often the local council websites are fantastic for this. You can have a look at any given area, any council website, and look at what sort of investment is happening in that area. And they're very keen on shouting about that. So you should be able to see data around sort of growth in that area in terms of inward investment from local councils or government, or external investment from other corporations. Also infrastructure investment. Is there any transport links that have been improved in that area, or real big contracts that have come from large organizations, large PLCs that may be investing heavily in that area. That's really good for increasing the population. It's really good for increasing the average rental values and wage values for people living in that area. And that really helps combine to create a mix and a melting pot that can hopefully give you some potential for capital growth in the future. We also look to try and favour locations where there's a high percentage of homeowner ownership. There's no rule of thumb and there's no particular guide that we look for. It's just trying to see if homeowners is the main or the majority tenant or ownership type or property occupier type in that particular location. That's a favourable indicator because, again, when we looked at the area detail, tends to be that homeowners compete more on price and push values up in local areas. So if you're focused on capital growth, or you want to buy in an area where you can hopefully try and get some good capital growth over a period of time, which is great, that we all want to get that kind of benefit, then you want to be focusing on areas where they have real good fundamentals underlying. So population growth, inward investment, and you can check that out on local council websites, or many other kind of sites are coming up now where you can kind of Google your area and it'll bring up lots of rich data sets for that location. Hope that helps.